Good morning, guys. I want to talk about the benefits of putting a $50, $60, $100, however much you want to put into a life insurance, how much more beneficial it is to take that route than it is just to leave it at the bank. Okay, I'm going to go up on the board and try to illustrate the process, and hopefully I can convince you guys. I want to educate you because I have the knowledge, and yes. Hello? Okay, guys, I'm making sure this camera is working because I just got an inbound call. But listen to me, I want you guys to pay attention to what I'm trying to say here. Hopefully I can get the point across so you guys can get a better, ignore this text over here. I used, I don't know, I guess they just want a race, supposed to be a race marker, but it didn't work. But anyway, let's not focus on that right now. Let's focus on what's really important. Let me turn this way. Okay. All right, that looks good. All right, so what I'm trying to say here, I want you to guys follow me on this, okay? So if you put in, look at a timeline, right? Okay. Say if we have a timeline of 20 years, for example, yeah? I hope you can see this, guys. I'm going to close the window. Hang on. So we can see better. Can you see it now? Okay, it's not great, but it's okay. Anyway, so imagine we have a timeline of 20 years. I'm just using that as an example. It could be 30 years, it could be 40 years, however long you want it to be. So if we have a 20-year timeline, right? All right, so you're going to take $50 and put it into a bank account, whether it's saving or checking. It doesn't matter. You're going to put that $50 in a bank, right? So 20 years later, say if that you put in $50, we're going to put $50. I hope you guys can read this, okay? So we got $50. Okay. You're going to put that in every single month for 20 years, right? So whatever that is, let me pull up a calculator here. If we go, hang on. Calculator, there you go. Let's pull that up. Let me bring that over here. Okay. So we got $50, okay, times 12, which is 12 months, yeah? $50 times 12 months, that equals $600, right? So we're going to take that and multiply it by 20 years. So you're going to pay $600 every year times 20 years. That gives us a total of $12,000, okay? So in 20 years, you're going to put in $50 every month. It's at the end of the 12 years, you're going to have $12,000, yeah? So you're going to have 12,000, 12K, okay? The bank may give you 1 or 2%. I mean, that's unheard of. Let's just say 1%. Whatever is 1%, $12,000. So you might get, is that $12? I don't. What is 12% of? Okay, so if we take 12,000, yeah, we're gonna clear this. We're gonna take 12. So if we take $12,000. To multiply it by, hi. Okay, so if we take $12,000, multiply it by, what do we got here? Well, I said 1%, which is very generous for a bank, times 1%. Where's the percent sign? Okay, percent sign equals. So you're going to get $12, okay? Okay, so if you put in $12,000 in 20 years, you will gain $12 in interest, okay? That's what the bank normally gives you. Now, if you would take that $50 and put it into a life insurance policy, okay, the exact same timeline, 20 years, okay? And you're going to put in $50 every month, okay? So you're going to have $12,000 invested in 20 years. But the difference is over here, when you buy a life insurance policy with me, I'm going to put in a phone number on the screen. It's 330-577-3496. You guys can call me or text me. Let me see if I can open up this window here and get more lights. Okay, maybe this would help, yeah? Yeah, you might be able to see a little better. Ignore all this over here. Anyway, so now you got 20 years with $50. If you invest that in a life insurance policy, you'll have $12,000 invested in 20 years, right? But here's the scenario: if you buy a policy with me today, or any insurance professional, life insurance professional, if you invest $50 a month, and you'll have $1 million policy. If you're young and healthy in your 20s, you can do that. So this is not a made up number. If you're young and healthy, you can do for around $30 or $40, you can do a $2 million policy. Okay. So let's say you can get a $2 million policy for $50. Okay. So here you're putting the money, you put in the money into your bank account for 20 years, and you got $12,000 saved in there, and you have $12 in interest. If you look at a life insurance policy in 20 years, you have $50 a month. You put in $50 a month. After excuse me, guys, I'm going to have to pause this. Okay, guys, let me go back to the illustration that I was trying to do. I'm trying to show the difference between putting $50 into a bank. I got to pause this. All right, I hope I don't get interrupted again. I got interrupted like 12 times. Anyway, guys, what I'm trying to do with this video is I'm going to show the difference between putting $50 into a bank account, a saving account, or taking that same $50 and putting it into a life insurance policy. I'm going to show you guys. I'm looking at the wrong camera. I need to look at this camera. So what I'm going to do is show you the difference, taking $50 or however much you want. You decide how much you want to invest. You're going to take that money. I'm using $50 just because it's an even number and it's an easy example. You're going to take that $50, put it into a bank account over a 20-year period, and you're going to see how much money you're going to accumulate or what benefits you're getting out of it, okay? Or the alternative is to call me at 330-577-3496, and I will take that $50 or however much you want to take and put it into a life insurance policy. And I'm going to show you what your benefits in the bank, what your benefits with a life insurance policy. Anyway, let me go back to the illustration here. So we got 20 years invested into a bank account. You're putting $50 every month. That's $12,000 in 20 years. And your benefits or your interest might be like 1%. And then you got 20 years. So you're basically making $10 here after 20 years, right? It's roughly, say $10 or $20, whatever, if you're lucky, if you put it into a bank account. Now, if you put in an insurance policy, 20 years, $50, you're going to put in $12,000 after 12 years. But the advantage over here, the life insurance policies that I offer, they come with living benefits, which means in the event something does happen to you, if you get sick or you get into an accident, if your coverage $3 million over here, which you can do that. You can do that. You can do $2 million. You can do $10 million. But if you're young and healthy, $50 will buy you $2 million policy. So now you have $2 million policy coverage over here with the life insurance. So you have $2 million waiting on you. Okay, $2 million. Okay. So here you're going to gain $2 million in the event you get sick or you get into an accident. You have coverage for $2 million, so you can pay off your house. I need to explain also what these life insurance policies that I offer with. They come with living benefits, which means you can accelerate your coverage while you're alive, which means you don't have to die for your family to receive your coverage. You can have, I think I'm going to move that over here to make it easier. Sorry about that, guys. Just so I can look straight at the camera, look straight at you guys. Okay. So that's much better. So you got $50 put into a life insurance policy. Your coverage is $2 million. In the event you get sick or you get into a car accident or any kind of accident and you're unable to work anymore, you have that $2 million waiting for you. You can take that as a lump sum, or you can take monthly payments, say $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month. You can take that money, pay off your house, pay off your car, take care of the spouse, take care of the children. And also, most important thing, when you get sick or you get into an accident, people, the thing that they don't understand, even if you have health insurance, medical bills are outrageously expensive. So even if you have $250,000 saved in your bank account for a rainy day, that $250,000, $250,000, you're going to liquidate that so fast. It's going to go so quickly. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. You're going to spend it on medical bills, doctor visits, radiation, medication, so on and so forth, a rehab session. It's so expensive to go to the doctor. So by having that $2 million sitting there waiting for you, you're protecting yourself. That money is available for you in the event something happened. And the best part about the whole thing, guys, when you have your $50 going into a life insurance policy for 20 years, say if nothing ever happens to you in the 20 years, right? You'll get your $12,000 back. If you outlive your policy, which I hope you will, if you outlive your policy, that $12,000 goes back to you. So that's like having a saving account on steroids. This saving account over here, or bank account, is not doing you any good. This look at this at a saving account on steroids. This saving account with a life insurance will give you $2 million and will give you your money back. And if nothing ever happens to you, you get all your money back. So we're counting like, what, 3 or 4 benefits so far? You get $2 million coverage. You get all your money back. That's called return of premium, ROP. Okay, this is ROP. And then a $2 million coverage. Okay. And also, you're getting living benefits for free. What makes life insurance policies very effective is the fact that they have the living benefits. Living benefits, what makes it really a usable life insurance, so to speak. So you don't have to die for it to work. There's 2 types of life insurance available out there: term life and a whole life. Term life, you just rent it for so many years and it expires and you don't get anything. Whole life, it'll cover you for your entire life. But all the policies that I offer come with a return of premium. So you're basically saving your money and you gain all the benefits, and you're beating what the bank can offer you. Okay, let me go back to this illustration over here. So 20 years, $50. Over the 20 years, you have $12,000 invested into this, which is not very much. We're looking at 20 years period. Now, don't worry about any of these numbers. All these numbers don't mean anything. The only thing that means anything is the $2 million number. You are actually covered for $2 million in the event you get sick, in the event you get into an accident. That $2 million is waiting for you. You can use it anytime while you're alive. And we all know with the way where food is and the way the processed food and the junk food and the way the craziness out there in the whole world, the chance of you getting sick or getting into an accident is very, very high. It's just going to happen. Yeah? So the minute you get sick or you get into an accident, the $2 million is waiting for you. You can start using it immediately. Also, one thing I want to mention that's very important, the life policies that I offer They all come with not living benefits. I apologize. I already mentioned that. They all come with a living trust, which means you can take all your assets, your cars, your homes, your bank account, and you can put it into a living trust. Which means one thing I've noticed is Medicare look back. They have a 5-year look back. When you apply for Medicare, it's just basically a loan. So you get all these benefits, and when you die, they're going to sell all your assets, liquidate all your assets, so they can get all their money back. They're just loaning you the money. It's not free benefits. So by putting all your assets into a living trust, you're protecting that from a 5-year Medicare look back. So that's another thing. That living trust that I offer with my policies is completely free. That's $1,000 worth of service that you get that for free. So you're getting free living benefits. You're getting a $2 million coverage. You're getting free living trust. You're getting return of premium. That's 4 benefits we counted so far. And most importantly, when you get that, which is the thing actually I should have started with, if you die or if you start collecting your money, whether it doesn't matter if you die or if you use it when you're alive by using your living benefits. When you receive that money, you receive that money tax-free. You don't have to pay any taxes. Life insurance is not reported to the IRS. And anytime you want to take a loan from that, like say if you're still alive and you're healthy and you just need some money, you can take out a loan from a life insurance policy without having to pay taxes on it. Also, you don't have to pay that money back to you don't have to pay that loan back to the life insurance policy. There was another point that I wanted to mention too that's really important. Anyway, so we got $2 million coverage that you can use while you're alive. If you die, your family get the money. You got living benefits that's included into the policy. You don't have to pay for those. Normally, those living benefits are like about $200 every year additional. But with the policies that I offer, there's no charge for those living benefits. You get your money tax-free. You get a living trust, and you get return of premium. So that's 5 benefits when you park $50 into a life insurance than you would in a bank account. Bank account's going to give you $20. Life insurance is going to give you $2 million. They're going to give you the money tax-free. You're going to get a living trust. You can put all your assets in there. And also, there it is. I just occurred to me what I wanted to mention. A friend of mine works for A friend of mine works for mortgage company. What they do collection. When people are late on their payment, they contact these homeowners and they ask them, what's going on with you? Why aren't you making payments anymore? It's been like 2, 3 months, 6 months, and you haven't made a payment. And 90% of the phone calls that he told me, it's all because of health issues. They either got into an accident or they got sick and they're unable to work anymore. So it's heartbreaking to hear that, so people end up losing their home. The house goes back to the bank. If they have equity into the home, they lose all their equity. They lose their cars. And if they have any savings in their account, I don't know, $100,000, $200,000, however much they have, medical bills, we know very well, they're super, super expensive. So even if you have a nice cushion sitting in the bank waiting for you to retire and use it, if you get sick at a young age, your money is just out the window. You're liquidating. You're going basically bankrupt. You lost the house, you lost the car, your bank account money is depleted, and which means the family have to downsize and they have to live in a smaller home or a smaller apartment, and the spouse is not going to be very happy. The children is going to change their lifestyle. And by investing $50, guys, just please listen to me. This is $50. Yeah? Just get some coverage. It's better than no coverage. You're going to get all these benefits here. Okay? So you got $2 million coverage. You got return of premium. You got, no, I don't need to put that in here. Living trust. Okay, what else? That's one, two, three. And then you got living trust, and you got $2 million coverage. You got return of premium. You got living trust, and you got tax free. You can collect that money tax free. You don't have to pay any taxes on that. And also, $2 million, because there was five benefits. We said $2 million coverage. You collected tax free, living benefits. Oh, I need to write that in here too. Living benefits. So here, the $50 is giving you $2 million coverage. It's giving you return of premium in the event nothing ever happens to you. You got free living trust. That's $1,000 worth. You can protect all your assets by putting everything into the living trust. And also you collect the money tax-free, the $2 million, that your coverage over here. You collect that tax-free. And you also have living benefits, which also you don't have to pay for. So it's the benefits outweigh that. When you put your money into a saving account, that $50 just sitting there doing nothing, it's probably collecting $1. Where this one here, that you're turning the $50 into $2 million, and you have all these extra benefits that come with it also. In the event nothing ever happens to you, you get all your money back. So it's just a saving account on steroids. Guys, I really want you to really think about this. This is really amazing. There's one thing I need to address. People are always thinking, "Oh my God, I'm going to spend $12,000 after." If you get an life insurance policy with me today, and you get sick within a week, within a month, within a year, you have access to that money immediately, guys. So you might have $600 paid into that life insurance policy, and you get sick or get into an accident within a few months. You have $2 million. So don't think of it as far as the 12K. Do you want $12,000 or do you want $2 million? Okay. So if nothing ever happens to you, you'll get all your money back. You get $12,000 back, return of premium policy. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to, please, I want you to picture what I'm talking about. Don't put your money into a bank account and have it just lose value, because inflation and so on and so forth, that $50 is going to be actually $48 or $49, however much it is. You know, you're losing several percents. Where in the life insurance policy, that $50 is going to turn into $1 million. That $50 is going to turn into $2 million. So you're leveraging the life insurance policy in so many ways. You got this benefit. You got the $2 million coverage. You got return of premium. You got living trust. You got tax free. You got living benefits. Guys, please, I honestly got into this business because I believe in it 100%. And if I wasn't very passionate about it, the more I start studying about it and the more I've realized how much benefits there is and how much it offers, the more I wanted to teach other people about it, because I'm super, super passionate about this. And I believe in this 100%. My number's on the screen, guys. Call me 330-577-3496. You can just text One Life to that number and I will get back with you. Or we could get on the phone, and I'm licensed. I'm a broker, so I have access to all the major carriers. So I'm licensed in several states, not all 50 states. But in the event that I'm not licensed in your state, all I have to do is apply, and it takes about 24 hours, and I'll be able to do. The whole process is done over the phone. It's very simple. It takes 15, 20 minutes. You just answer simple questions, and the policy gets issued in a week or two, however, depending on your health. That's another thing I want to bring that's really, really important. Guys, get your insurance policy while you're young and healthy, and you can lock in the rate. Like that $2 million policy that you see here. You pay $50, you get $2 million. I mean, that's really, really... Oh, one thing I want to mention too, that's really important before I forget. Say down the road you decide to go and start a new business, or perhaps buy real estate or do something, you know what I mean? You have a business idea that you want to do. So you're going to walk into the bank and you're going to say, I need a loan. And they're going to say, what assets do you have? You could say, you could tell them that I have a $2 million life insurance policy and I want to use that I want to leverage that, use it as a collateral to take out a loan. So when the bank knows that you have the $2 million policy, they'll gladly hand you $250,000 because they know you have that $2 million life policy. So yeah, I have to share that with you. So basically, your life insurance policy, that's another thing too, leverage for, I need to add that on here. That's number 6, investment. Invest. Okay. So you can use that life insurance for leveraging, to use as a collateral when you go to the bank to take out a loan, to leverage it, to start a new business and so on and so forth, to generate cash flow. I'm going to pause for 1 second. I'll be right back, guys. Hold on. Okay, guys, I'm back. So I hope I I hope this video is helping you understand how beneficial it is to get a life insurance policy. 90% of the people always think, oh, when I'm dead, that my kid's going to get the money. No, that's not how it works. Life insurance policy has living benefits, which means you can use your benefits while you're alive. Your coverage, you can use your coverage. In the event you get sick or into an accident, that money is available for you while you're alive. Anyway, let me go back to the illustration over here. I'm going to summarize everything very quickly, yeah? If you put your money into a bank for 20 years, if you invest $50 for 20 years, you're going to have $12,000 by the end of the 20 years. You might be able to make $10, $20 in interest, okay? But now, on the flip side, if you take that same $50 and put it into a life insurance policy, you get $2 million coverage. So you're covered for $2 million. You have a return of premium option, which means that $12,000, if nothing ever happens to you during those 20 years, you get all your money back. That's return of premium policies, which I offer. Also, these policies that I offer come with living trust. That's third benefit. So you got 3 benefits over here. You can take your money, if in the event something does happen to you, you take your money tax-free. Life insurance is not reported to the IRS. So you can take that money anytime you want, tax-free. Living benefits. The policies that I offer come with free living benefits, which means you don't have to pay for them separately. It's all part of the policy. Number 6, benefits, investment. Like I explained a few minutes ago, if you go to a bank and, sometimes you need money for a reason or another, I don't know, pay college tuition, perhaps for your children, or you'd start to, I want to open up a restaurant and I need maybe a couple $100,000. You're going to walk into a bank and you're going to say, I need a loan for $200,000. They're going to ask you, what assets do you have? What investments do you have? And you're going to say, I have a $2 million life policy and I would like to use that as a collateral. So they'll be glad to give you $200,000 because they know you have that $2 million life policy. So in the event something does happen to you, they're going to get their money back. So there's so many ways to take that $50 saving account and turn it into a saving account on steroids by investing it into a life insurance policy. Yeah? It's exactly a saving account. After the 20 years, if nothing ever happens to you, you get all your money back. If something does happen to you during those 20 years, $2 million is waiting for you, okay? So you're benefiting in so many different ways. Now listen, I want to make something very, very clear, which people have misunderstood very often. I want to get close to the camera. These life insurance policy will pay you now. If you get policy now and 3-4 months later, something happens to you, this $2 million is waiting for you. So you don't think of it as a 20-year period, because we don't know, tomorrow's not promised. I mean, we can get into a car accident or any type of accident, or we can get sick. I know people that have been so healthy for so many years, like zero illness, One day they just get sick and they're just done. It just happens. The human body is very fragile. Anything, you get a virus, you get bit by a spider or something. I'm just using any example. You know what I mean? Something could happen, and you could have a terrible meal at a restaurant. It could have a very horrible effect many things could happen. Tomorrow is not promised, and it's called an accident for a reason. When that happens, your life stops. Your paycheck stops. The bank takes the house. The car gets repoed. Your bank account depleted. Why not spend $50 on a life insurance policy where you know you never have to worry about any of that stuff? Nothing. You'll actually be... Excuse me, guys, I have to turn this call off. Give me 1 second, I'm sorry. This thing's talking in my ear, and I'm so sorry. Anyway, let me put this down for a second. So are you guys beginning to see the benefits, what life insurance can offer you? The reason life insurance is not advertised very often because it's tax-free. It's tax-free. It's not even reported to the IRS. 401k is reported to the IRS. You have to pay taxes on it. IRA is reported to the IRS. Every type of investment out there is something they get taxed, except for life insurance. If something ever happens to you, that $2 million is yours, tax-free. Yeah? And what do you have invested? $50? I mean, that's like, it makes zero sense to take that $50 and put it into a saving account than it would into a life insurance policy. And people are always like, oh, I'm not going to get sick. I don't have anybody to take care of. And you don't have to take care of anybody. You get that life insurance policy for yourself. In the event something does happen, it'll protect you. So you don't have to leave a legacy. You can live a legacy. You know what I mean? Not because you get sick or you get into an accident doesn't mean your life is ended. By having that nice cushion, $2 million waiting for you over here, you can leverage that. You can hire people to take care of you. You can pay off your house. You can go live somewhere exotic. You can do so much with this kind of money. Whoa, what did I do? Remote. Anyway, guys, I really, I'm very passionate about what I do, and I want you to understand it's the best thing you could do for yourself and for your family. Most importantly, your spouse and your children. I mean, if you're the breadwinner and you're bringing in a paycheck every month, imagine if something happened to you. How long is your family going to be able to survive? A month, 2, a year, 2, and then after that, what? Everything gets liquidated. But here I'm giving you an out. In the event something does go wrong, you have that to protect you. It would make zero sense to put the $50 in the bank and make $20 out of it. Why would you want to put $50 in the bank for 20 years and just collect $20 in interest? Where over here, you're putting $50 in the life insurance policy, which is also a saving account because you're going to get the money back. So all you're doing is just saving your money over here. But by saving the money into a life insurance company, you're getting $2 million coverage. You're getting a living trust. You're getting return of premium. You get to collect the money tax-free. You get a living trust, and you get, not living trust. You get a living trust, you get the money tax-free, and also comes with free living benefits, and also you can use it in investment or perhaps pay off loans, because you can, again, I mentioned that earlier, but I'm going to mention it again, by leveraging, let me see how many minutes I recorded here. I have to look at that. Okay, I got a half hour. I hope if you have any questions, please leave them below. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. If you have anything in mind that you want to ask, please put a comment in the comment section below, and I'll be more than happy to get back to you. You can also text me. I'm going to have my number on there, or you can call me. I really want to protect as many people as possible. I mean, I want to be the one that you think of when you're in a ditch and you're like, oh, I have a broken leg, or I got cancer, or I got diabetes, or I got multiple sclerosis, or I got stroke, or something that's really devastating happened to you. And you're like, oh my God, my insurance agent really helped me out. Ali was the best. He's an angel God sent, and God sent him to me to protect me. Because when you're down and out, who's going to help you? What are you going to do? You're going to call your children and say, I need $10,000 to survive for the next couple months. And then what? You're going to put a huge burden on your children, and you're going to have the money to use for a couple months. And then what? You're going to ask them for more money, more money, more money. You're going to be a burden on your children and on your family, instead of knowing that this protection is available for you for $50. That makes zero sense, doesn't it? Like, I'm going to continue on talking and talking. Oh, well, there's one point that I really, really, really want to share with you guys. It's super, super important. Actually, it's a key point that nobody ever talks about. I want you guys to picture this scenario, okay? You walk into your doctor's hospital, or you walk into your doctor's office. And you walk into your doctor's office, and the doctor says, Steve or Mary, you have cancer, and you need to start medication, radiation, and many things to follow. Start taking pills and all that, and you're thinking to yourself, oh my God, cancer, how many more years do I have left? And you're sitting there dazed and confused, and you're just like, I know people that actually happened to where like 3, 4, 5 days later, you talk to them and they can't respond because they're so shocked because they heard the awful news from their doctor or the hospital. So here's my proposition to you. Instead of being dazed and confused in the event that you receive awful news like that from your doctor or your hospital, one thing you can do is be like, all right, the doctor said I have cancer. So you're going to take the diagnosis from your doctor, and you're going to go to the life insurance company. You're going to come to these guys. You say, my doctor says I have cancer. I need my $2 million. What's going to happen at that point? The life insurance company, they're not going to say, oh, here's your $2 million. Thank you. See you later. Nice doing business with you. What they're going to do, the life insurance company, they have doctors that actually work for them. Okay, they're employed by the insurance company, but by the life insurance company. So what their doctor's going to do, they're going to call your doctor, and they're going to start asking a lot of questions on your behalf. They're going to say, why does Steve have cancer? What's going on? We want to see the diagnosis. Why is he receiving medication? Why is he receiving radiation? So basically, they're going to work on your behalf. They're going to be like a big brother. They're going to be asking a lot of questions concerning your health because they care. They want to get to the bottom of the story before they hand you the money. You know what I mean? These guys are not in the business of losing money. It's an insurance company, yeah? So they need to ask a lot of questions. The more questions the life insurance company ask your doctor, the more you're going to learn about your health. So basically, you're not being lied to or taken advantage of. So that $50, I need to write that down here. Big brother, that's another benefit. Big brother, okay? That's one thing that people don't talk about that I would love to talk about. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 benefits you're going to get by investing into a life insurance than you would just by taking the $50 and putting it into a saving account. Bank is not going to give you anything, but this life insurance company's life insurance policy will give you everything. $2 million coverage, return of premium, free living trust. You're going to get your money tax-free, and you got free living benefits. Living benefits are usually a lot of insurance companies charge for it separate, but here you get to have it part of your policy. You can use it for an investment. You can go in the bank and leverage it, and you can use it as a collateral and take out money anytime you need. And also a big brother in the event that you get sick and you really want to get to the bottom of it. You become diabetic, you become cancer, you develop cancer, and so on and so forth. The insurance company will work with you. The life insurance company will work with you. They'll call your doctor, start asking a million of questions, wanting to know what happened to you. Why are you sick? They're going to ask, so you have a doctor, you have an educated person over here that work for a life insurance company, not one doctor, there's several doctors that work for them. And they're going to call your doctor and they're going to start asking billions of questions. What's going on? Why that pill? Why this radiation? Why is that medication? We need to send us documents and all that. So they're going to do all that work for you to make sure that you really are sick and they're not just trying to take advantage of you, or however, I can't think of the right word, you're not being taken advantage of. So that's a huge benefit alone. A lot of people that walk out of the hospital and they're just like so shocked that they became diabetic, or they had a stroke, or they had a heart attack, or they had diabetes, multiple sclerosis, or many things that happen to us. And all these illnesses is part of your living benefits, which mean you'll have access to that money, that $2 million, without having to die. Do you understand what I'm trying to say here? Okay. Give me one moment, please. I think somebody's coming to pick me up. So guys, the moral of the story is, you want to make your money work for you instead of putting it somewhere where it's going to get depreciated and it's going to be worth nothing. Why don't you put it somewhere else where it's going to get appreciated and it's worth so much? I mean, I just listed $2 million coverage. I just listed return of premium, which means you're going to get your money back. Free living trust, so you can protect all your assets. That's $1,000 worth. You get to have that for free also. All that's paying for it with $50, guys, $50. You're going to get your money tax-free. That $2 million here, you're going to get it tax-free. These policies that I sell come with living benefits. You don't have to pay for that. That's all part of your policy, guys. Think of it. This is great stuff, yeah? And also, if you go to a bank and you say, I need $300,000, and they're going to say, what do you have for assets? You're going to say, boom, I have a $2 million policy. And they're going to say, all right, here we go. Mr. Steve, here's your $200,000 policy. Thank you so much. We appreciate your business. They're going to give it to you in no time because you have something to leverage. You have a $2 million life policy. Also, one thing that's really important, like not talked about very often, let me see how much I have over here. Something that's not very talked about very often is using it as a big brother in the event that you get sick. Like, if I had a $1 million policy, for example, and my doctor says, Ali, you have cancer, I'm going to be like, all right, first of all, I'm going to be sad that I have cancer because I'm going to die and I'm not going to be able to see my children, spouse, and family and friends and so on and so forth. That part's going to devastate me. But having a $2 million policy would make you would grieve a lot less because you're not dealing with the financial burden and also the health burden. Okay? Having a $2 million life policy would really ease the pain. It's not going to take the pain away. I know you're going to die and and your life's going to be you're not going to operate as you did when you didn't have any cancer or when you were very healthy. But having a financial backing really helps a lot. But the big brother part, I really want you to understand very, very clearly. When you go to your doctor and says, Steve, you have cancer, and you're going to take that piece of paper and you're going to go to the life insurance company and you're going to say, look, my doctor says I have cancer. I need my $2 million $2 million coverage. They're going to say, all right, but before we do that, we need to ask you a few questions. And when they start asking questions, that's when they're going to work like your big brother. They're going to ask, why the medication? Why the radiation? Why this pill? Why that pill? How long is this guy going to live? What is going on? They're going to ask a billion questions because they want to get to the bottom of it before they hand you your money. And by having a life insurance company asking your doctor a lot of questions, it's going to give you a peace of mind because you're going to really get to the bottom of the truth. Yeah? I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I don't know what else to tell you. The most important thing, guys, is to get the policy while you're young and healthy. Please do it while you're young and healthy. A lot of people get, if your child is 2 weeks old, you can get $1 million, $2 million, $3 million policy on them after 2 weeks. Yeah? I mean, it would cost you pennies, guys, pennies. What they do, they lock in that rate, and as they turn 21, they can, when you get a policy for a child, it's usually like a 10,000 or something like that. But as they turn 21, they can convert that policy into a larger policy, say $1 million, $2 million, $3 million policy, without having to go through medical exams, no blood work, no nurse visit. You know what I mean? Oh, that's one thing I need to also mention. I didn't do that earlier. I need to, no medical exam. No exam. Okay. So basically the policies that I offer, it's all done over the phone. Let me tilt this up, see if it would help. Does that help? I don't know. Yeah, that's good. Well, it's pointing toward the ceiling. Anyway, so the life insurance policies that I offer require no medical exam, no blood work. A nurse doesn't have to visit. It's really, really, it's all done over the phone, guys. Can you imagine having coverage for $2 million without having to even visit, or being visited, having to go to the nearest hospital and give blood samples or medical exams or a nurse coming to visit you? You don't have to do any of that. This is all done over the phone. These policies that I have access to are incredible policies. But the idea is to get it while you're young and healthy and lock in the rate, guys. This is like pennies on the dollar. I don't decide how much you pay. You decide how much you pay. If you want to spend 50, 60, 30, 100, you tell me how much is a fair price or what is affordable within your budget, and I will shop around to different carriers and see what carrier will approve you. And if everything looks good, we'll just move forward with the policy. It's so simple, guys. Don't overcomplicate it. One thing I try to educate myself about life insurance as much as possible every day. I've been at it for almost a decade now, and every day I learn something new, and it's very exciting how much a life insurance can offer you. And I would love to, one thing I enjoy doing very much is sharing information with people, because knowledge is power. But one thing's more important about knowledge is power. You can learn all that stuff. I can teach you all day long, but unless you go out and do something with it, you have to take action. If you don't get your policy today, information is useless. So information is not power. It's taking action is where the power is. You learn something and you're like, oh my God, this is really beneficial. And then you implement it, take action, and that's when it becomes powerful. I hope that makes sense, okay? Don't just take the information and just sit on it and not take action. You have to take action, okay? Call me. I will get you started on a life policy today. It's all done over the phone. I'll shop around all different carriers and see what is best suitable for your needs, and we'll move forward from that, okay? We'll move forward from that point on. I think there's something I was just, while I was talking, I thought of something, and I want to share that with you guys, but I don't remember. Let me see how much recording do I have here. Okay, I have a close to an hour. Okay, that's fine. I think I covered everything that I have in mind. Just listen, guys, do not put your money into a saving account or a bank account. Please don't do that. Please. Because all you're doing is just losing. With inflation, a couple of days ago, I went out and bought eggs and something else. I don't remember. Just maybe eggs and onions or something really simple. Like if you look at prices of eggs, butter, milk, so on and so forth, the two items that I bought, they were $12. Everything's going up. So by putting your money in the bank, that dollar's depreciating. That dollar's 75 cents. It's no longer a dollar. But if you put into a life insurance policy, that dollar is turning to $2 million, guys. I mean, that alone is incredible. And it's inevitable. We all going to get sick. Give me a second here. I think somebody's pulled in. No. Listen, guys, we all going to get sick. We all going to die. we're all going to get into an accident. It's just going to happen. It's part of life. When it happens, instead of being a terrifying moment, why don't you allow me to protect you with a $2 million policy that you can leverage in so many different ways. I promise you, it'll be the best decision. It'll be a peace of mind. Look at it this way. Like, say if you died tomorrow and you didn't have any money, right? Like, I'm going to simplify it to the smallest example. Say if you died tomorrow, right? And you don't have any saving or any life insurance or any kind of protection. Now your children is going to have to pay 30, 20, 25,000, 50,000, depending on how you want your funeral to be, cremation or burial and so on and so forth. Do you really want to burden your children with that? Do you want to do that? Think about it. Why would you want to burden your family? Why? Like, so the last day on earth that you're going to be on earth, you're going to be a burden on a family instead of thinking, Daddy made the right decision. He cares about us. He got that $2 million policy. So now we can afford to pay for his funeral, and we can have so much money left over that we could use it for our children, for college, perhaps buy an investment property. Basically, it's going to protect you. It's going to give you a leg up to anybody else that don't have that option. I hope that makes sense. I want you guys to think. You have to leverage, like your money has to make you money. By putting it in the bank, your money is losing money. By putting it into a life insurance policy, your money is making you money. So the average household income is $25,000 to $30,000. What can you do with $25,000, $30,000? Nothing. But having insurance will protect you in the event something does go wrong. I'll give you another scenario. When you get, one thing I want to mention before I do the scenario. Now, when you get car insurance on your car, right? Say if you keep it for, 10 years go by, and do you think the insurance company is going to call you back, call you at your house and say, Mr. Steve, you've been a client with us for 10 years and you never got into an accident. We're going to give you all the money back that you paid into the policy. You think they'll do that? No, they won't. No one ever does that. The return premium policies that I offer here, this is a peace of mind. They're saying if anything ever happens to you, you're 100% covered. But if nothing ever happens to you, we're going to give you all your money back. It's a win-win. It's a win-win situation for you. I hope you understand what I just said. No insurance company is going to say, if nothing ever happens to you, we're going to give you all your money back. But with the life insurance policies that I offer, the return on premium, that option is available for you. I want you guys to see how many benefits a life insurance policy can offer. It's not advertised enough because it's tax-free. And if the government can't collect tax from us, they're going to go bankrupt. You know what I mean? If everybody's going to rely on on their insurance policies. If everybody had a life insurance policy, think about that, yeah? Give me 1 second here. Yeah. Again, if you guys are new to my channel, please leave all your comments below. If you need to have a conversation with me directly, please call me. If you want to just send me a text, just text One Life, the number 1, and then life. Text that to 330-577-3496, and I will get back with you immediately, and I'll be more than happy to help you and protect you. I had this lady call me a couple days ago from out west, and she just told me that she attended her sister's funeral and she was so devastated because of the financial aspect of it. And she called me immediately, and she saw my post on one of the social media, Instagram or YouTube or whatever. But she called me immediately and she said, I want to start a policy because I was just at my sister's funeral and I was heartbroken because we all had to pitch in. She didn't have any money, and they had to get all the brothers and sisters and uncles and aunts and all the family members pitch in money so they can do the funeral for her, which is heartbreaking. You know what I mean? Why put yourself in that position if you don't have to? If you don't have to do it, don't do it, guys. If this $50, I know we eat pizza and coffee every month worth $50. You just need to have a different mindset on how you spend your money, and you need to budget your money properly. Put your money where it's gonna be an investment. You drink a cup of coffee, that cup of coffee is over. It's not doing you any good. You put the $50 into a life insurance, which is an equivalent to a cup of coffee within 30 days. It's the same thing. It's like getting pizza or getting coffee. And that $50 is turning into a $2 million policy. Charted leverage. Basically, when you put your dollar somewhere, you want to think of it as an investment. You know what? I'm putting $50 here, but I got $2 million in the event something does happen. Think about that. Where you put it in a saving account or in a bank. If you put it in a bank for 20 years, you're gonna get $20, guys. $20, if that. You're gonna invest $12,000 in a bank for 20 years. You're gonna get $20. Does that make any sense? That makes zero sense. Why would you want to do that where you know you could do the exact same thing by investing into a life insurance and turn that $50 into $2 million? Tax-free. Along with all these other benefits. You're going to have a living trust. The Medicare, they have a 5-year look back, which means if you owned any asset within the last 5 years, they're going to sell all your assets. Even if you give it or sell it to a son or a daughter or a family member, they're still going to take it from them as long as it's within the 5-year period, and they're going to sell all that property and liquidate everything you own. Excuse me, guys, 1 second. Okay, guys, I honestly don't remember what was the last point that I was trying to make. I just got an inbound call and I had to take it. But I don't know. I'm going to try to think what it was. What was I talking about? But I think I covered a lot of the main points. I got a lot of bullet points here. I got, what did I do with my pen? Anyway, so $50 into a life insurance, into a bank over 20 years is going to give you $12,000. Now, if you take that same $50 and put it into a life insurance in 20 years, you're going to get $2 million coverage. You're going to get return of premium, which means if nothing ever happens to you, you get all your money back. You're going to get a free living trust so you can protect your assets. You collect that $2 million tax-free. No other 401k, IRA, or any other investment thing will give you, nothing gives you tax-free. This is not reported to the IRS, okay? I got to make sure that recording things actually, yeah, it is working. So you're going to get a living trust. You're going to get your money tax-free, your $2 million. You're going to get free living benefits. What makes any life insurance policy very powerful is the living benefits, which means you can start using your money while you're still alive in the event you get into an accident or sick. So these living benefits come for free. You can use it for, you can leverage that $2 million policy in the event that you needed money immediately. Say if you want to pay for a child tuition, college tuition, or perhaps to start a new business. Say if there's an apartment complex, I don't know, say a 4-bedroom quadplex, like has a four apartments, and you're like, oh my God, this is a really great deal. If I have $60,000, I can buy this today and I can turn this into $1 million project. You're going to walk into the bank and you're going to say, I need $60,000 today. And they're going to say, what assets do you have? And you're going to say, I have a $2 million life policy. and I would like to use that as a collateral. So what they're going to do, they're going to write you a check for $60,000, and you're going to take that money and you're going to go buy the real estate that you know is going to make you a lot of money. So you can leverage it as a collateral, to take out loans from a bank to use for whatever you feel, not for whatever you need to do. Investment, big brother, I already mentioned this. When you do, in the event that you do get sick and you go to your doctor and the doctor says you are sick, you develop diabetes, cancer, heart attack, whatever it is, and you're going to say, the doctor's going to give you the diagnosis saying, here's your diagnosis. They're going to take that piece of paper and give it to your life insurance company, and you're going to say, my doctor says I have cancer. I need my $2 million. Okay, $2 million. So what these guys are going to do, again, I'm going to explain this one more time because I find this to be a very powerful point. The life insurance company have doctors that work for them. Yeah, full-time and part-time. They have a lot of doctors that work for them. So these doctors from a life insurance company, they're going to contact your doctor and your hospital, and they're going to ask him a lot of questions. So now you have a professional speaking to a professional. They're going to know what they're going to know. They're going to ask the right question. Where for you as an individual, you're not a doctor, so you don't know what to ask. What if a doctor says, I have cancer, and you're like, all right, I have cancer. You're stuck. So by having that life insurance policy and having all these access to all this professionals working on your side like a big brother, you're going to get to the bottom of it. They're going to start asking a lot of questions before they give you that $2 million. So that's going to work for your advantage. Does that make sense? All right. That's a huge, huge, huge thing. A lot of people don't take that in consideration when they buy a life insurance policy. Another thing too, I think that's very, very important. The life insurance policies that I offer require no medical exam, no blood work, and the nurse doesn't have to visit you. This is all done over the phone, guys, and the policy is issued very quickly. All of this is done over the phone. It's a very, very simple process. You just ask a few medical questions and we move forward with the policy. I'll just shop around and find a company. I'm a broker. I have access to all the major carriers, so I'll shop around and find a company that will approve you and we can move forward. I think I've covered everything I need to cover on this video. If you guys have any questions, please, I love a thought-provoking conversation. Leave your comments below. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are, and I would love to answer all your questions. And I want to show you how much more beneficial to have a life insurance policy, park your money into a life insurance than it is parked at the bank where it's depreciating over here, and over here it's appreciating. Here you have 7 different benefits with the life insurance, where the bank, you have 0 benefits and your money is depreciating. All right, guys. I think I'm going to stop at this point. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And I would love to hear what your thoughts are. Have a wonderful day and best of luck to you. Let's make 2025 a great year, and let's make better financial decisions. Yeah. Best of luck. Talk to you soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Leave your comments is the most important thing. I want to know what your thoughts are. Talk to you soon, guys. Bye-bye.